Well, as the old saying goes, you are what you eat. But what about eating what you are? In our case, that would be Australian bush foods. Despite an initial rush of interest in the 1990s, bush food proponents say the industry has not lived up to its potential. And they hope a recent visit to the Flinders Ranges by the man dubbed the world's best chef might change all that.
At Lee Creek Airport, Cliff Coulthard is expecting a flight from Adelaide. Waiting to welcome visitors to the land his people have called home since the Dreamtime.
This country, this is Lee Creek, south. This is Flinders Ranges, is Adnyamathanha country.
On the plane are a bunch of journalists and a master chef, all here because of this man, Rene Redzepi from Copenhagen.
Hello, nice to meet you, Rene. Rene, Andrew Filkey.
Nice
Good to meet you,
man. Thank you for the emails.
Yeah.
Diminutive in size, maybe, but he is the Great Dane of food. His restaurant has been crowned the world's best through, he says, serving food that's utterly true to its origins.
For me, I think this is the essence of great cuisine. I think that that in any city they should have all the ethnic and multicultural cuisines, but I think that it's a poor culture if it doesn't have its own true unique expression that can only be represented right there at the place.
His insistence on local produce, but also his desire to forage for wild edible foods, has helped change Danish dining and made him the darling of foodies around the world. Now Rene Redzepi is in outback South Australia, looking for bush foods in the Flinders.
Outback Sultana.
Very, very, very good.
Finding the perfect native peach or quandong, while the pack forage for the perfect picture. But there's more to today than just posing for pictures. As Terence Coulthard explains, the preparation of bush foods, quandongs, kangaroos, wattle seeds and the like, underpins the tourist centre his family runs in the Flinders.
It's actually a treat, I suppose, to have somebody of that calibre here. You know, it's good for us to actually know that there's somebody in other parts of the world interested in you know, bringing back some of the old traditions in some way, shape or form.
Two little dots.
The Danish chef argues better valuing native foods can help change the lives of indigenous peoples, and he points to his trips to Greenland, where the local fish were once seen as little better than fish fingers.
You can transform this half-fabric, frozen product to something that is considered of world-class quality and therefore also gain a better price and better living conditions.
But bringing Australian bush foods onto the nation's tables hasn't proved easy. Long-time native food champion Andrew Filkey thinks people still don't appreciate them.
All of the chefs and restaurants, and it's become quite a trendy thing to focus on regional produce and regional cuisine. But then so many still don't look beyond the introduced produce to the regional native ingredients. You know, that to me is just a key missing element.
He says the bush food industry has been fractured and lacking cohesion, but that's now changing with a peak body to lobby on behalf of producers. Andrew Filkey hopes having the world's best chef in the bush rekindles interest in bush foods in town.
I think he will go on to sort of advocate more that Australians should be doing more about their Indigenous foods. I think it'll be wonderful.
Today is all about and only about food. Well, not really. Not when the people involved in it so passionately believe that the food we eat should come from near where we live. And that means, in many ways, the highlight of today is a trip up through here.
Yeah. So you have to do that yourself? No, it's... Yeah. Well, but I mean, you have to fund it.
Having shown Rene Redzepi what sustains the flesh, the Coulthards are keen to show what sustains the soul, their other connection to the land.
So, welcome home, brother.
Thank you. Thank you for being so welcoming.
And watching on is another chef, also interested in the way food can change people's lives, Damien Stiles. He runs Mission Australia's Charcoal Lane restaurant in Melbourne, which teaches young Aboriginal adults how to work in the hospitality industry.
The whole experience is one of those great things to take back and sort of share with the kids, and then hopefully, I mean, my kids are from the city, so I really want to bring them out here so that they can experience what I experienced yesterday.
It is an experience that Rene Redzepi describes as a gift.
For me, this is my first experience of something that I consider to be truly Australian, and that's a gift, and I will of course like to say thank you for that. It's not often that you get presents.